had problems in med school. He was nearly expelled. It feels great. You know, River was one of the first roles that I ever played. And I remember when I originally auditioned, I only had 2 pages of dialogue. And even with just those 2 pages, as soon as I read it, I felt that I knew her. And it was a very natural connection. So when I go back, even though it's been 10 years now, she still feels like a piece of me. I was a little nervous before I got here, I have to be honest. I haven't stepped back into her bare feet in a while. So I was nervous, but when I read the script, I felt very sentimental. I feel like this script really captured the soul of the characters we originally created. The thing that I loved most about River is when I met her, I needed her. And it was the right role for me at the right time in my life. Everything was new, and I didn't know how to react, and I didn't know how to act, and I didn't know how to... Everything was kind of sensory overload, like it is for River. And so the relationship was just right. And that doesn't happen every time. You know, you find a way to connect with every role you play. But this one was different. It was special. Because River didn't have very many lines, it was really important for me to express her physically. And because I was a dancer, I was a dancer up until the day we started shooting. I was still pretty much working full time. I was very attached to movement. And for me, that was just one of River's, because she was not great at connecting with people verbally, it was important for me to be able to express what she was feeling through my physicality. I still take class sometimes, but I haven't been back to my strict ballet classes in a while. I have sort of a love-hate relationship with it. I think I will always dance, though. Once a dancer, always a dancer. Well, I know how Summer feels about Mal, and I think I know how River feels too. River, this might be a funny comparison, but you know how when you rescue your dog knows that they've been rescued? That's how I feel about River. She might be a little mischievous, she might be hard to handle, she might at times not seem grateful to have been rescued or be protected, but deep down she knows. And I always felt like there was some kind of deep-seated pride that she had in him. And I do think that she believes in him and his morality. She might not always show it. She might be a punk sometimes, give him a hard time, but she loves him. I can tell you what my least favorite practical joke, and that was Nathan blaming me for everybody's mistakes on set. And then he took the game onto new sets where I wasn't even a cast member. And it worked. I was so sincere back in those days. I wanted to do right so badly. I never wanted to mess up. And if you look at the gag reels, I'm not in them much. I mean, partly because I didn't have that many lines, but partly because I was just I tried so hard. And so he liked to get my goat.
There's sections that call for everybody laughing, but it doesn't seem to me that River would be palsy.
River's
so
always kind of like left out of the joke.
Exactly right. So I didn't add you to any of those.
Okay.
So here we are.
Picking up the story again would feel like the miracle that happened when we were able to make the film from the series. We mourned for so long when the show ended and let it go in stages. To have that opportunity to continue the story with the film it felt like it had never happened before in history. So it would be amazing. People ask that all the time, and I'll never give up. After what's happened to us in the past, I think that Firefly has that magic. They can just never know. It could come back. For me, the most important thing that I hope is captured is just the humor and the soul of the camaraderie between this family. I think what people really connected to was what felt so real about the relationships between the people. So I hope that can be captured, and even when I was in there by myself, I I felt that I was surrounded by my family again.
Tiger, 7, 3, bar. Can I play?